Everyone be on your toes. There you go. I'm on my opposite
Dear Ethan, it's been a while since I've written to you. I'm sorry for that. Life is finally dragging me back to its waves and circles of color. Writing to someone who won't send anything back is a challenge too. If I write to you, am I just staring into something sour as a means of emotional turmoil? Or am I actually taking the time to process what I feel? More than scribbling in a notebook or typing on my phone, I wish I could speak to you right now, for just a minute. You died 2 years and 2 months ago. Year 2 was different from year 1. I still catch glimmers of you being here with us. I'll try to remember them here for you and share some of these things about this wild beast called grief, a creature you'll never have the displeasure of meeting. Year 2 was different because I moved out of my parents' house and into my own. I bought a house. I finally did the thing we set out to do together when we got married 5 years ago. Technically, we bought the house. Your parents encouraged me to apply for widow benefits through the VA, and they were granted right after I chose a realtor. The timing was impressive. Got the keys in May. Privacy, I craved it. I wanted to unravel and weep like no one could possibly be watching me. Your service, one of the things that contributed to your suffering, was ironically the thing that allowed me to keep you closer to me in my future life. The house isn't very big, just enough for me and her dog. It's a new build though. In the months waiting for its completion, my realtor and I visited at one point to place a picture of you. The one of you on the ferry that one year your family got the vacation house on the island for the winter holiday. I wrote a thank you note and struggled, but eventually succeeded to insert them behind one of the walls. Occasionally, when I feel weak, I will go to that spot in the kitchen, touch a wall. I'm sure there will be greasy hand marks on that spot someday. Year 2 was different because I was no longer a recent widow. Time is a trip. I've known her dog longer than I knew you alive. Everyone's perception of grief changes depending on how long it's been from the loss. Some want me to move on. That's an ignorant stance. Others want me to be happy because they imagine an old version of me that was innocent, curious, and enthusiastic. Innocence is long gone. I'm still curious. However, happiness often comes as one side of a coin in any given moment. I learned our culture's death illiterate. I could write an essay on that. I did learn from experience I'm able to feel more than one complex thing at once, and that's okay, I'm perfectly human. Be warned though, it can be very brutal. One day when I was feeling the weight of many things, I noticed my stress levels were rising for seemingly no reason. Walking the dog, I smelled something familiar. A menthol cigarette. And instantly I was back on the smoking couch with you out in front of your apartment, the one you were living in when we first met. God, I was so arrested by the memory. I found myself searching frantically for the source of the smell. No neighbors outside, no construction workers lighting up. I couldn't see or hear anyone but my own feet and the dog's claws clicking on the ground. That's when I knew smell was for me. Take a smoke, relax, regroup. Thanks for that. That's what I needed in that moment. Year 2 was different. because I felt like I was carrying around a substantial amount of wisdom for someone my age. Like a secret in my pocket. I would talk with people I didn't know very well. I would talk to people who knew me very well, lightly holding on to a stone of wisdom throughout the conversation, poised to give it away only if the time was right. Learning my inner voice, learning to when to impart a nugget of consideration and when to shut the fuck up and just listen. I didn't learn this from my therapist. The inevitability of impermanence serves me personally because I no longer catastrophize my life. I'm not planning for the worst case scenario, I'm planning for impermanence. Everything leaves. It opens me up to being present with the things I enjoy before they're gone, and understanding that the unsavory things are temporary too. I'm working on recognizing gifts when they appear and when to hold something secretly just for me. One of those secret gifts was from you. After my housewarming party, it was quiet again after the hum of guests. I eventually found myself in the bedroom closet unpacking a box or two. This one was full of books. Eventually, I paused on a massive paperback fantasy book that we both admired. I contemplated if keeping it would be too painful or if I should just toss it because of some water damage at the bottom. Lo and behold, I discovered not one but two unconventional, unsurprising bookmarks. A colorful vinyl sticker marked where I had last been skimming on a reread. And a joint. A really, really old joint. The only thing missing was a note. Happy housewarming, honey, in your illegible scrawl. As my new life slowly cycles through these tableaus, I do my best to write them down. I may turn them into a story one day, but for now they are time capsules. My memories of you written down so that my brain leaves details behind, I will still have them. So while I might write to you less often, I am writing us more frequently. Year 3 will be different too. I'll circle around new ceremonies for closure. I'll meet new people I wish I could tell you about. I'll cry about things I hadn't considered before. I'll give tips to a new griever. And while things continue to course in and out of my life, I will also always make space for you and to reside. In the walls of the house, in your touch, look behind on my skin, in my amygdala, in the very chambers of my heart. I guess if I truly had a minute to talk to you, I would have ran out of time by now. The essence here is that I love you. I miss you and I'll remember you until I join you.